We're going to get started here in a few minutes. Drew, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. We're going to get started in a few minutes, right about 5 minutes after we'll get started. While you're sitting here waiting, if you haven't followed everybody in the room yet, get to following. Make sure that you follow Drew and I especially, and retweet the space. In order to come out and shill your coin, those are things that you have to do. Wrong one.
It ain't about fake friends. Screw your ex is such a flake. Forget your greats, you need a break. It's all about you. No matter what the others say. But now I'm done talking, the lights on me. I tell you I guarantee.
Again, we got a few minutes. We're going to be getting ready. We set some stuff out, sent some emails. Big giveaway today, guys. Called Flower Power. I'll do a little pre-announcement so maybe you guys can get ready. If you are shilling a coin today and you filled out the information, make sure that you go over and grab as many people from your coin as possible to be here today. We're going to be doing something where you're going to go into the space, you're going to make a comment, and then all your people are going to raid that comment as much as possible. We need to see how many people we can get doing this. We're going to be promoting the show. We're going to be going for about an hour, hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. Kind of drive some stuff up. We'll be giving some money away. We'll be buying coin, and that's for those coins that actually have released. You got to have a coin that is released for Drew and I to go over and spend some dough in your place. But you need to bring as many people as possible to the show today. Get back to your spaces or your communities and let them know you can make some dough for the coin. It may not be a lot. It may be like $100 worth of coin, but it's definitely worth it. Got about 2 more minutes. We're going to get started. We'll start the conversations here. All right, we're going to get started here right about now. Drew, you ready, buddy?
Yep, I'm ready.
Sound good. Shilling show. Wait one second. Show your product. let's see what happens there. All right, here we go. Hey, everybody. This is The Mad Show with your host, Drew and Max. In today's show, we're doing Flower Power, a contest where you can make $100 for your community. Your coin has to be active, but make sure you go back and get your community and bring them in. The most flowers that we get at the end of the show, combined with replies to the thread on the show, will win the prize. You got to be here during the entire show to earn that $100. A couple of rules. You got to have followed both Drew and I and have retweeted the space. All three of those have to happen for you to come out. We're going to ask you to come out. Please be high energy, respectful, and tell us everything about your community. If this is the first time you've done it, let us know in the beginning and we can help you shill through the process. Drew and I will start off the show by shilling what we do. And then every 3 or 4 shills, we'll come out and talk some more. It's Wednesday. All right, now let's get started. Welcome, everybody. I'm Trader Max here with Drew. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. I had my morning walk, but now it's starting to rain outside, so I timed it perfect today.
There you go. Walking and doing a show. That is awesome. Drew is probably one of the hardest working people I know in this industry, man. Him and I just love bouncing off of each other. These shows are going really well. We really do appreciate everybody being here. We're going to have a lot more people coming through the solution here. In today's show, we're going to have a little bit of an unusual thing called Flower Power. You know, when people come in from your community and say how great your community is and everything, if you're here to shill the show, you're the leader or you're the dev or you're just a spokesperson, we have this contest we want to do today for everybody that's here, is to bring as many people as possible from your community. So take a couple moments in the very beginning, if you can, and grab as many people as you possibly can. And what you'll do as the shiller, you'll go to the show's page, okay? You'll make a reply, and then your crew will reply to that reply, right? You'll raid that reply. Get as many people as you can as possible and see what we can come up with over the next couple of hours. Anybody who participates will get a free Panther Pilot system today, but also the one that has the most replies to that. And not just little LFGs. Say something real in there. You know, we'll receive $100 in their coin. There are a couple of rules. Their coin has to be active. It cannot have been rugged yet, you know, at that point. And make sure that it's something within reason, right? So we'll see. We'll look at how this stuff goes. But we want to promote you guys as much as possible and also invest into what you guys are doing. You'll also receive a coin read on your coin, a coin intro, and we'll look at your community and do some fundamental analysis as well. I really look forward to the first couple ones that are coming up. What do you got, Drew? You got anything you want to talk about before we start?
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a shift in the markets, specifically the on-chain projects. We're shifting to a player help player and not player versus player. Mm-hmm. And I've seen at least out of the hundreds of projects that I've reached out to, every project wants the same thing. They just we all want to be successful and help each other out. So this shift should help onboard some new people in crypto in a positive way, because most people have that first bad experience and then they either leave crypto and hate it or they try again, you know.
Absolutely. You know, and people's first impression when they get into this industry is like, what the fuck? You know, what did I just witness? I mean, because that happened to me about 4 months ago. My younger brother, Brian, brought me, he goes, you know anything about meme coins? And he's asking somebody who's been in the industry of 20 years of doing Forex. And I can't tell you. I've never heard of it before. So I went and I started looking. I started getting involved. I took my first bite of the crypto apple about 3.5 months ago, buying into the first one. First one I bought in got rugged. I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened? I had no idea. There was no place out there to tell you what was going on 4 months ago. It was like the wild west of the coin world. And even though that I was on Solana and I thought it was, safe and everything is like, we didn't know what we didn't know. And then I got involved in Pump Fund. And you want to talk about jumping into the fucking fire, man? That was crazy. It was a crazy time. And about 5 weeks ago, I started really getting serious and started looking. I started doing some background checks on things inside the industry. And then about 2 weeks ago, we started Crypto Ronins, Drew and I. Drew and I met on a coin called Kitty. And we started to build a learning center called Crypto Ronins. And we started to build out this process to start educating people the first time that they're there, but also people that have been here a while, education on how to use the social media, how to raid, how to do that kind of stuff, how to use Deck Screener, how to read a chart. Those particular types of things are really important. As we started to engage in this world of Crypto Ronins, I took my marketing firm called pantherpilot.com and started to build out a network of solutions for coins and communities to be able to utilize. But man, let me tell you, it has been a wild ride over the last 2 weeks because there's been so many things happening in this industry. Like people they're fed up of getting rugged. They're fed up of their coins just failing because they don't have everything set up yet. And I think that's what really happened here a while ago, Drew, is people started to get away from the whole pumping. Okay, well, the life is only about a week, right? So people come in, they'll pump to 1 million or 10,000 or 100,000, whatever it is, and then it'll slowly fade away because they don't know what to do next. So us coming in and building Panther Pilots along with Crypto Ronins and some of our other tools that we'll be doing, we'll be announcing some partnerships here this week too with some DeFi application systems and bots out there. One of them being a volume bot, very, very powerful little volume bot in the pump fund world as well as the regular world that we're going to be releasing here. So a lot of good stuff. So I think that's our time. Welcome Amy too, one of our partners and trusted Ronin inside the network. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But Drew, what do you got going on, man? Who do you feel like is up first, and who's prepared to come out?
Yeah, well, I sent the farting coin a invite to speak and also meet with press, but I don't know if Spaces is having a problem or if they're up here and I can't see it.
We might be having a problem with Spaces today. There has been a tremendous amount of backlash on the Spaces, people leaving and coming back, and all that kind of stuff. So we do apologize if you're having that issue today. You can put a thing in the messages if you'd like. Let me see if we create a little group.
No,
here.
I got the invite.
You did? Okay.
It just took a little time. Thank you for having me.
No worry, Meet with Press. We appreciate you being here today. You've been out a few times. Stuff has been going back and forth for you over the last couple of weeks. We do appreciate you being here and your longevity with the process. Okay. All right. If we don't have
So we'll just start with meet with press because I think farting hasn't accepted the invite yet. So how's it going today? Meet with press.
It's going great. Actually, I had great news. I'm going to Singapore officially as the media partner of MemCon. MemCon is the biggest side event of Solana Breakpoint. They're on their way, so I'm finishing the last things on the website and on their website. So we'll be doing live interviews. Also, we're getting Token 2049 to go there as Meet with Press, interviewing people and the Karate Combat. But official, we got MemCon ready. We're their official media partners, and we can't wait. So now we're doing the merch, everything on the back, so people can recognize us. We are printing cards so people can scan us immediately. So that's what we're doing right now. So
wow,
we're working
a little bit of normie interjection while traveling and making it real. This is perfect.
Yeah,
Is what we talked about the other day. You're doing awesome. You're following some great advices from what you've gotten. Beautiful job.
yeah. So we like, we're trying to, because a lot of people are like, oh, but your chart's not pumping. I'm like, yeah, but we're working on the back end, and when we do it live, you can get people to trust you more than just behind the scene. Because right now in the space, people are, gambling the way, just looking at Chinese tokens, and they are not seeing the potential. Because we are really doing a media company, and that's why we partnered up with Memcon, who is the biggest. Um, Side event of Solana Breakpoint. That means that I will be in front of people, founders of other companies. Think about we're already in talks with bigger companies. I cannot say because I don't want people just to foam in because they're hearing this. So that's what we're doing. So it's different than what has happened before, and that's what we're doing right now at Meet with Press, going live, paying out of pocket, doing all those things, and really onboarding, going to interview people. So that's great. And also bigger, because of memcon. Memcon is a conference for memes. I'll be interviewing all the memes that are there.
That's amazing. We would love to speak with you more on this process and maybe even sponsor some sponsorships with you for Panther Pilot and Crypto Ronins, because we know that all these coins, all these networks need good systems and programs to work with. We wouldn't mind doing a little partnership with you as you go into that ramification.
Yeah, that's no problem. It's like I'm leaving in 11 days from now, so now the countdown really begins. We're like, okay, where are the t-shirts? Where's our merch? So we're really, is the camera ready? So
Right.
that's what we're building, and I think it's different than what people are used to. And I have to be honest. Yeah, you are a very nice host. You Andrew O also. But I've been into space. I'm like, if people talk about onboarding the mass, which, like, be nicer. The
Yeah.
space is so diluted with
Oof.
negativity, and I want to bring positivity. And I think with Meet with Presses, that's what we want to achieve. And we also, we got our Instagram account up. We're doing our YouTube account so people can really see that we are really active everywhere. So it's not, yes, we're going to pump. Yes, we're going to do generational wealth, but is the back end really working on it? So that's what we are doing right now, and I know it's going to be success because how many tokens do you know are we like the meme is coming alive, and that's what's
Hmm.
coming. Like Meet with Press is going live and is going to be live on the floor.
That is amazing. I'm very happy for you. I know that there's a lot of great things in your future as you build stuff out. And let us know here with Drew and I and Panther Pilot and Crypto Ronins what we can do to help you along the way.
Yeah, of course. That you can. You're always welcome. Shoot me DM. We can talk of the things that we can do. It is short day, but I always manage, so I think it's great. And for everybody listening here, really come to their spaces. Yesterday I couldn't come. I had to go to a wake, but it for me it's also very asking for advice. Like, okay, what should we do? Like last time I asked for advice, and I was like, okay, maybe I should do something else because of the market, and then focus on what we are going to do because budget is tight, and I'm doing it by myself. And right now I know, okay, this is the way to go.
Well, this is perfect because you have, asking for advice in a space is difficult because you really take your own life in your hands at sometimes, because you're right. The spaces that are out there have been supercharged with negativity, a bunch of FUD. These hosts that are trying to make a mark for themselves and they're coming out shocking people, and that's just not needed, right? We need these spaces, these safe spaces to be a part of. I'm pretty thick skinned. I've been through a lot. But a lot of people who are just starting out, man, you can dash somebody's dreams in 1 second if you're not careful. So, Meet with Press, I really do appreciate you being here today. Thanks a lot for coming out. We're also simulcasting on YouTube as well. We got a few views over there, a lot over on TikTok, where you can watch us and you can see what the pages look like. But hover over their name, go into their world, really investigate them, do your fundamental analysis, right? Because that's what it is. When you look into a coin, if you want to adopt into, they got a great barrier of entry right now. So you can kind of get in, and as they grow, you should grow. We've checked them out as far as the audit goes, and everything is legit on our side. But again, this is not financial advice unless it works, and then it is. Um, but we do appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me. I will
You're
be
welcome.
going out in a bit because it's late here,
Oh,
so time
absolutely.
difference.
I
Yes.
appreciate it. I know it's tough to be in these spaces, but you should also find somebody in your group that loves to talk as well, and just start hitting them from all different angles. That's another big piece of advice we can give you. Spaces are a wonderful way to get the follows up on your YouTube and channels and all that stuff. So good luck, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, Joe, who do we got next?
Yeah. So first things first, if y'all can please like and share the space. I see we have around 20 people in here, and I also see a host that I've seen around in a lot of spaces. JSP. Thanks for stopping by, man. And our next project up next is farting. How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going, you guys? Just wanted to hop on space real fast. Yeah, I'm coming at you from Farting Whoopee Cushion, the stinkiest project on Solana right now. We've been getting really active, farting it up in Telegram. We got a really active voice chat group. It's been running 24 hours a day for probably the last 5 days. Just people farting it up in VC, getting ridiculous. But yeah, it's a great project. Um, it really goes around the oldest comedy ever, farting, and it's kind of the first of its kind prank coin. I haven't seen anything like that. It has just a lot of cultural significance, all around the world, farting, right? And whoopee cushions are one of the oldest gag toys around, right? So bringing that into the digital space, we have a huge team of just chads that are well known for their farts in this space, right? On Telegram. I feel like if you guys have been around, been on pump launches and stuff like that, you'll probably recognize a lot of names. And the community's super active, making tons of memes, super memeable. We got people talking about making IRL content, prank content for TikTok and Instagram, stuff like that. And I just contributed. We got a couple people contributing to a liquidity pool that we just opened. So we're really long term on this. We have people contributing to a marketing wallet. We've been holding a really strong floor and bouncing up to higher levels. Our all-time high is 250K. I believe we launched off of Pump Fund no more than 3 days ago, I want to say. And yeah, like I said, we've just been super active in the VC, farting it up, getting stinky as hell, making memes. So really excited about this project. I feel like I haven't seen a project like this that has the names involved in it and just a really high quality gag that is very unique. Like I say, first of its kind print coin, I feel, and it just has so much opportunity to permeate into the wider culture of the internet, right? So super stoked
Absolutely.
if you guys have any questions.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Nice job too, by the way. Have you been in spaces much?
A little bit here and there,
You're doing great,
kind
man.
of just for fun myself on my personal account. But I've been helping out with some spaces for this from yesterday.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys know the major trending live stream of the buy bot. I went and talked in that. He shouted us out. There's about 400 listeners there, so we got a lot of people that are watching us for sure. Just making sure that we stay on the path, which I definitely think we're doing. And like I said, we just opened up a pool today, which I'm super excited about. I feel like people neglect that. We got an absolute market maker, Chad, that's helping us. And yeah, so many people focus on growth, but they don't think about things like pools, because if you have, like we had someone clip for Soul and it affected us, a couple percent on the price chart. And now that we're adding to the pool, it's like, that's not even going to matter. So long-term vision, great gag, great meme, great people.
Absolutely love it. The mentality of that it's a gag meme, like it has its own virtue into the network, right? Like you have the
Totally.
bird memes, dog memes, all that stuff. The gag memes are like they're not really there. Like now that I see this, I want to kind of go throw a side project on of like hand buzzer,
Yeah.
or fake poop kind of stuff.
Totally. Yeah, no,
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
it's really meta defining in a way that, a lot of we haven't seen in a while, I mean, it
Hmm.
really is a whole new genre and a genre that has the ability to influence people that aren't in cryptocurrency really easily, I think. And like we're talking about something once Zank, kind of our CTO leaders online, I need to talk to him about a couple things, promoting the pool, and then also because we've had a lot of people donating to the marketing wallet. We were talking about, okay, well, we can have people go out and make TikTok videos, prank videos, stuff like that, and then the marketing wallet can have some tokens that we then send to the people that get pranked, stuff like that. So lots of long-term, wider vision here.
Yeah. Prank to earn kind of mentality, you know.
Prank to earn,
There you
exactly.
go.
No, that's a great slogan. Prank to earn.
I'm
Yes,
writing
we
that one
said
down,
that
man. That's
previously.
when here is. There we go, baby. We're starting it. It's starting to learn. Listen, man, that is awesome. I also in YouTube and TikTok, we were actually simulcasting there as well. Make sure you check out our profiles and be able to watch what we're doing in there. Right now, they're sitting in a really good. It's a little bit of coin analysis here, right? This is pretty good because they're just starting out, 3 days old. Started on pump, sitting in between that. I got to do that market cap redone. But sitting at that little channel of 43 to 75 is really powerful because it has an up and down, has a mean that it's going to hit. So everybody that watches me trade during my live sessions know that I love these little channels to be in. You know, still working on liquidity. That's good. It's all there. Transactions are happening pretty fast. You know, over the last 24 hours with 4,800 came over. So good mentality, and keep up the great work. Get your teams working hard. This is the technical side of it, but the fundamental analysis is, man, do your own homework. Get in there and check out farting whoopee cushion. But remember, this isn't financial advice unless it works. And then, yep, I'll take credit for it. All right.
All right.
Dude,
Thanks for
thank you so
having
much.
me.
You rock, man.
Hear
Great
you
job.
guys farting in the VC.
I was going to try to do
away.
I didn't cue it up right because I'd probably be stupidly loud at the moment. But I every time I see you on now, we're gonna do. I don't know if that did it. Nope. There you go. We queued one up for you. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate you. Whoever tilted. All right, Drew, who do we got up next?
We have JK from Vote Doge. How's it going today, man?
Woohoo.
Hey, everyone. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome here to the show. I was glad to see that somebody else from Vote Doge is here today. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I'm excited to talk about the project. Would it be most helpful if I just gave kind of a brief overview of kind of the birth of the project and some of the marketing and community building we've done?
Absolutely. Give us a good punch in the face of who Vote Doge is. We know some of it already, but the rest of the people that are here might want to hear it, and give us both barrels. Let's go.
Okay, awesome. And then feel free to interrupt with any questions.
Oh, I will.
Okay, awesome. So starting with kind of the impetus and what inspired the start of Vote Doge is looking around, we see that regardless of your political party, a lot of people feel like the government can be serving them better. That's especially true where I am in the U.S., knowing that the presidential election was coming up. The choices were between Trump and very aging Biden. And at the time, again, regardless of your political affiliation, the overall feeling in the country was just meh, of like, we can do better. Our politicians aren't really serving us, and like, it should be better than this. Unfortunately, anywhere from 20% to up to 60%. So overall, people are just not happy with it, and we think there's a gap there where we can have Vote Doge be a force for good and also kind of a political movement. So the point of it is the goal is to raise as many votes as measured by market cap as represents the amount of eligible voters in the U.S. election. So it's, if you buy Vote Doge, you're essentially casting your vote for Vote Doge. And it's being a simple joining the movement of, hey, like, we think politics can be better. We think we should do better. Let's push this forward. And we're trying to be within that, knowing that we can be a force for good, be what politicians aren't. So thinking about how we can be better for our community, how we can support it. We have some roadmaps laid out in terms of some causes that we want to support, some things that we want to donate to, but we also want to inspire, similar to earlier internet community vibes of, hey, like, we're all here to have a good time. Let's do good things in our community, and let's be like chaotic good. essentially. And as we've done this, a lot of what we've been focusing on is trying to take inspiration from campaigning and trying to think of how we can differentiate ourselves in the meme coin space, show that we as a movement are serious about what we're doing, and then also show people that might be interested in our community that, hey, we're out here pushing. So we've been trying to, like I said, mirror a lot of efforts that are similar to what other political campaigns or guerrilla marketing campaigns have found success with. So some of the big things, for example, that we did is for the first presidential debate in Atlanta, we flew a plane banner over the city for Vote Doge.
That is crazy.
For the
I
yeah,
heard that. I heard that yesterday. Like, you guys have done a lot of IRL stuff that's there. It's amazing.
yeah, and for the thank you, and for the Republican National Convention and for the Democratic National Convention in Milwaukee and Chicago, respectively, we had billboard trucks driving around. And it's something that we want to continue to do the splashy things, but we're trying to ramp up the amount of campaigning that members of our community do. So right now we have an ongoing effort that will be going through and past the U.S. election, which rewards people in the community or outside the community to either campaign or to do community acts of service. Like I said, trying to push that for good element. So right now, each week, there will be 3 winners of $50, and each month there will be 1 winner of $500. The intent is to increase this over time as the market cap grows. And then to be eligible, all people need to do is either go campaign, which is as simple as hanging up some stickers or flyers around town, wearing Voto's merch, making a sign, doing a cheer, or, like I said, they can do community service. So if they go out and clean up a park, if they volunteer at a soup kitchen, all they need to do is tweet at us, and then it makes them eligible. So that's a push that we're going to make to try to continue to grow that in real life presence and help differentiate us from the other coins that are out there, as well as just kind of show people within the community, outside the community that, hey, don't worry about your bags. Like, people are here, they're pushing for it, they're working for it. So that's kind of a focus that we have, and then we're going to layer on in the next week or so. We think college campuses, just with their history for being a very politically active space,
Right.
And then also being very tech savvy, and then also within meme coins, saying this politely, but knowing that we're all we're more risk takers.
Ooh, squirrel. Yeah.
So more likely to put in some money and kind of see what can happen. So we're going to do a college push that layers on top of kind of this real world element to encourage. We think if we start getting the ball rolling, especially at college campuses, that could get a lot of energy. Otherwise, we're excited for doing it across the community, but that's just another element where we think there could be a lot of energy for both politics and for meme coins this fall.
That is amazing. Well, thank you for coming out today. We've had a few chances to talk about Vote Dodge, and we're going to be talking a lot more over the next coming weeks and into the process. You guys, market cap sitting at pretty nice, 209, sitting in a nice little channel of variance. I'm on a 1 minute chart. Why I'm on a 1 minute chart, I have no idea. But if you're watching on TikTok and on YouTube, you can kind of see right away you're sitting at a very nice little handlebar here that's happening, and it's a good thing. I know it's not really a concern on a lot of political coins, and I know speaking to some of the others from Vote Dodge, but fundamental analysis of Vote Dodge is a strong website, strong community of value. They've had some big hits over the last week or so, but man, have they bounced in and just buckled down to make things better. So I'm glad that you're in there for the good fight. You're still in these spaces. You're still working it. Great job today.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and I can talk a little bit to, the last week we had some hiccups where, as unfortunately is more common than I'd like in this space, like you have a dishonest or surprising move by a team member. Luckily, like the majority of the team is here, the vast majority of the community is here, and I think the last few days have shown how strong the community is, that we immediately bounced back and been holding pretty well. And we think that it's only up from here. And we really want to keep our community. Something that I love. Originally, I wasn't a founding member of the team, but over time became more and more involved. I really love just the open brainstorming and community that we have, where if anyone can jump in, anyone can spit out ideas, and we have an adult discussion about, hey, like, what are you trying to accomplish? What are the key metrics? Like, what do we think we can do here? And I really love how active the community is in helping us figure out what is best for everyone. So
And your community has a great understanding of the systems you need. That even though it's like a degen mentality, like we're not worried about the charts. I've heard that a few times, but there's a concept that if you want people to take you serious and be a part of it, then you got to make it worth their while. Be able to communicate with them, be able to give them utility. Yesterday's show we talked about a lot of utility when your guy came out, and we were talking about the T-shirts and all the verification stuff in there. Super huge. JK, we appreciate you being here today. I want to kind of be cognizant of other people's time as well. Thank you so much for coming out. You're always welcome in this space. Great job today.
thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right, Drew, who do we got next? We got one more coming up, and then we'll do a quick shill about our own stuff. Oh, I see Spike. Is it Spike? Please say Spike.
First thing though is that I see we have about 22, 23 people in here, and we only have 10 retweets on the space. Come on, guys.
Yeah, you got to. And
Move those fingers. Help us out, man. Share the space. And since we have a few new projects in here that didn't join in from the start, we're also doing Flower Power today, where you can comment on the space, get the people from your project to raid the project that raids the hardest. We're gonna buy some of your tokens and give them away.
Yeah, I want to try to get to at least 50 people today coming into the space and being in the space. So what you're going to do today is you're going to go to the show space. You're going to reply to the show space, and then you're going to get your flower powers to raid your reply. And whoever has the most at the end of the show, we're going to buy $100 worth of coin in your coin. Rules are you got to have a coin, right? It happened the other day with Electo. We didn't have the coin, But the concept here is to get as many people, many of your followers here, and they can even come out and speak at the end here and throw all the flower power out there as well. We'll have another couple contests. And anybody who participates in that process and brings even at least one or two people to the place will get a free Panther pilot system, which is amazing, by the way, which we'll talk about in a minute. All right, Drew, who do we got next?
All right. Next up, we have Spike on ETH. How are you doing today?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Glad
Big fan. Big fan. Love the whole thing on Spike. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with you guys. I love it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm glad we can be back. I just got my hair cut. I wasn't sure if I was going to have time, but I saw that it was still open and we could hop on. So I'm happy to be here again.
Absolutely. You want to give us a little quick shill on the Spike, and then maybe we'll ask a couple questions?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll give the quick rundown again. So we're Spike. We're Matt Fury's first ever character from 1984, and we brought this iconic fossil back to life 40 years later on the Ethereum blockchain. I know everybody's kind of sick and tired of another Matt Fury thing. Like, how many stuff can there really be? People are doing, page 6 on this. We saw this one thing, and we're going to make a coin about it. I get it, but this is his first ever drawing from when he was just in kindergarten, as shared on his Patreon group. So we brought him back in a completely original way to the Spike you see today, 40 years later. Everything you see from the profile picture to his storyline is completely original. So we have content coming out from the 80s all the way up to 2024. It's going to bring back a lot of nostalgia to all the 80s and 90s babies out there. And we just have a lot of funny animations and videos and memes coming out. I'm always doing funny face swaps and everything. So I'll pin our links up there, and I'll pin a picture I just did of Spike as replace Homer Simpson. So we're gonna do a lot of funny stuff, funny stuff like that. Right now we're sitting at around 8 to 900K market cap.
Nice job.
Feeling the burn a little bit, but yeah, we've been consolidating for about a month now, and we have an all-time high of 13 million with 24-hour volume of 2 to 3 million at the peak. So we know we have something real special here that people are interested in, and once the market starts picking back up, we know we're going to see success following all of Matt Fury's characters. Some stuff, new things that happened. We hired another artist full time, so now we have two full-time artists working, pumping out content for us. On top of me doing like the funny videos, and we also have a professional animator. So you'll see a lot of this stuff in the next week or so. Starting his storyline journey. Up until now, it's just kind of been like AI generated art and some like
Hmm.
original things we had, but we're going to showcase his storyline starting in the next week or two. We have a lot of partnerships across different chains. You could find us on, Memezilla, Memeflix, and soon to be on YouTube. And we also plan on putting Spike in a video game. So we've had
Nice.
talks with Nifty League and Nifty Smashers. It's going to be more down the pipeline, but eventually you'll be able to buy Spike's skin and play as Spike, and you'll be able to connect your Web3 wallet. And if you're a holder of Spike, you'll be able to play as him. It's like a Super Smash style video game.
Yeah.
It's super fun, so it'll be cool. And then later down the pipeline, we're also planning on meeting Matt Fury and showcasing what we've done and how we brought his 5-year-old drawing back to life. So we can't
That's
wait
pretty
to
cool.
do that. Yeah, but yeah, man, that's I think that's all the recent updates we have. We're really excited, really about pumping out the storyline starting next week to get people a little familiar and resonate a bit more with Spike.
Absolutely, and a great job, by the way. It's tough to be in all the spaces and go to space, especially we hold on 5 days a week. We try to keep the variety a little bit different on each shill, but you did great. We really appreciate your community as well. In today's community, if you can, throw some people in and get them in there to the shows as well, this is something that builds up the power of the show, but also gives more people out there ears on the game, and other things that are going on, so they can learn and be a part of it. I think when you surround yourself with other people in different coins and networks, we had one person tell me just yesterday, he's like, I'm not going to send a bunch of people to a show that they can listen to other coins and maybe buy into it. Don't be so, your head's too big. There's no competition in this world, right? There's this, everybody's for everybody. The PHP mentality that Andrew and I have been talking about over the last several months or last several weeks is something that is the shift, right? That, oh damn you guys, we're just going to do it on our own and whatever. But we are here to educate and communicate with people and help them build these systems up and give them the power to handle when the river goes wide at that point. All right. Thank you so much, Blake, for being here today. You're always welcome.
Thanks, man. Yeah, just to echo that, we that's something we've tried to do is just connect with everybody, especially the people in the boys club. Like we did a space with Bird Dog the other day, and we're in a group chat with them, Fofar and Blood Boy, and we've connected with Hoppy and Land Wolf, and
Great coins.
anybody that's trying to collab. There's plenty of money to go around for everybody. So, yeah, to echo your point, that's ridiculous that somebody said that. Like, it's just, we should all be trying to hype people up, hype each other up, and help each other out. So I appreciate you guys having us on again. Thank you.
No problem. You're welcome anytime. All right, Drew. I think that was three. You got anything you want to punch out?
Yeah, man. Spike has came to like 2 or 3 of our spaces already. It just seems like a great project, and it's something. It is Matt Fury, but this is the only project I've seen with your character that's trying to do all the things that you're doing. So just keep up all the hard work, and then to you, Max, we can probably share more about our crypto Ronins and Panther Pilot systems.
Absolutely. So Panther Pilot started about 4 years ago as a marketing firm for my dojo and my network. I owned a marketing firm prior to that for a long time that built up all my other multi-million-dollar companies that I had. I had a radio network, I had a trading system network, I had an advertising network with the marketing firm. So we made a lot of money. We ended up selling a lot of them about 4 or 5 years ago, right as the COVID just smacked us in the face. We got out of the industry, and I thought I was retiring and going into just teaching karate and Kempo karate in Northeast Pennsylvania. And in that series of building Panther Pilot was always about helping people find their idea of success, right? Because that's really tough because some businesses, they want to see, I want to have an instant return. I want you to bring me a lot of people. Where some, they just want ease of use. And so finding those tools that give you ease of use, we created this software as a service network that has all kinds of things back there from web design systems, that no code, drag and drop, knowing how to use those systems, very powerful, to social planning networks, calendars, all kinds of things that the local businesses needed. Well, then right around about 4 months ago, I got into cryptocurrency where I was doing some investigation thanks to my stupid young brother, knowing that I was going to dive into this tenfold. And when we started to look at the industry, we noticed that there was a lack of proponents and components for businesses, as these coins are, to be able to utilize. Everybody's like, it's just a meme. We're just going to go. And then they started to fall. And once they started to fall, they're like, well, what did we do wrong? You didn't prepare yourself. You didn't have a lot of stuff ready. You can go as high as you can on the hype, but real communication with your members, your holders. How do you do that? You create a community network in Telegram. Yay, everybody does that. But how do you keep in line with them? How do you keep them moving and give them instruction and teach them? Well, that's what pantherpilot.com has. It has an availability to create a community, as well as a learning center, as well as all the website systems, secondary websites, storefront shops, e-commerce, everything that you would ever need to run a full-time coin community, you have back there. And you're like, man, that shit's cost an arm and a leg. And you would be exactly right in any other world. But in this world, at pantherpilot.com, in this niche right now, Andrew and I are putting this process out free to everybody that joins it and can use it. And if you can use it, we want to partner with you. If you find yourself not being able to use it, or you don't think you can, then maybe you can pay some money and we can do it for you. But at this point right now, we want to help as many coins become successful. And how do we do that? Well, we got to educate you on how to use it. And so through our partners with CryptoRonins.com, another organization that Drew and I built, was to help people learn about the industry in a safe space. What I mean by that is, like, everybody thinks they know a lot about crypto when they first get there. And no matter how much you know, you find quickly you don't know shit until you get in. The first time you get rugged, you're like, what the fuck? And even though that you may have been rugged before and now you know, they come up with some creative ways to rug your ass. Like, I had been rugged maybe 10 times prior to this particular thing happening, which was the latte incident. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, that's right. Latte got rugged at 2 million. It was like 2.5 million, whatever it was. And it surprised the shit out of all of us. Like, we thought we were past the hilt. Like, this is it. We had double, triple checked. We have audited. We did all these things. I pulled out all the stops, did my fundamental analysis. I did even an interview on YouTube with the dev. But then on that interview, I asked a few questions, and the human response element in me, the investigator in me, my ears perked up. I said a few things, and then later that night, it rugged. Now, not that I caused it, but man, something just didn't smell right. And when that happened, I learned a lot of stuff. I learned how to start a CTO, how to put people in the right places. My buddy, Give Me a Break, who's also in the audience, he might be able to come up and talk about that later, was there, and he has been the one in using Panther Pilot to create the connection, create the foundation for his system over there, and that's why they've maintained and constantly been going upwards at that point. So even if you get rugged, even if these things happen, we can help you build that network and get you back in with Panther Pilot and Crypto Ronins, and we can partner with you at any level and be a part of your family. All right, I think that's about all I got for the Shill time. Drew, you got anything to chuck in, or you want to start with somebody coming up next?
Yeah, and it's like from all the projects that we've already spoken to, it's like they all need something. Like, all these projects have that first cycle where they pump to 500K or 1 million, 2 million market cap, but when they come down, that's when questions start being asked. Like, there's some people in the TG who are like win marketing, all that, but the real questions are, what are we building, and how can we add value to this project? And also with that, a lot of projects need to start to think more about, okay, how can I make money to sustain this project? Because trending and volume bots only go so far. That only works a handful of times. Then then like you have to ask yourself, okay, how can I build either some play to earn game where I can make fees off of it to sustain the project? How can I um, have a merch store, make some money off of that to sustain the project? And if you can find, you know, two, three, five ways to make money as a project, then you can last forever. Because even if the project goes to 20K market cap, if you're making, you know, a few thousand a month to sustain it, then it should work out for you.
You could build up that process, right?
Yeah.
Even learning things like learning how to trade and trading on other coins and finding value in that and cross pollination and creating communications with other coins that fit your narrative. You know, like for like Spike, I would go find anything else Matt Fury wise and start putting things in. You know, and farting whoopee cushion was something like just a few seconds even thinking about it, man. Find hand buzzer and any other gag that's out there. There might not be any. There might be a cause to start making coins in that process and create coalitions with that. You know, there's just so much opportunity in the political world too. Variations of talking, like even Meet with Press that was on earlier. Any political coin should be reaching out to them to make some sort of coalition and or partnership and start talking in that process, just to get the word out to anybody. So there is a lot to do, especially with a coin. When you're starting to come down, you're trying to build a plane on the way down, right? That's you jumped off the cliff and tried to build a plane. I've been there too, trust me. One of my partners is here, Amy. She could tell you how that works out. But get is like when is you know like Drew was saying, wins marketing. It should be wins the system. You know, like how are you promoting your Twitter account? You know, you're doing stuff automated. You're just using bots. What are you doing? You know, getting out information to the people is important. And doing so, we have a social integration system with Panther Pilot. It's pretty powerful. Allows you to not cut corners, but to create an ease of use for anybody to go in and be able to put that work on. So you don't have to have this verification system for your Twitter and give access to it to everybody by your passwords. So there's a lot of good stuff that's out there, and you can validate it all within our system. All right, Drew, who's up next, buddy?
All right. Up next, we have Martin from the Latte Project. How are you doing today, man?
Let me check. Did oh wow, it works. Am I in the
Yay.
real time? Okay,
Yes, you are.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Well,
always
welcome to Spaces. Welcome to Spaces.
yeah, it was weird because I just jumped in like listening and listening, and when you talked about that, I figured okay, maybe I say also something, and when I like clicked the microphone, I like fast forwarded 1 minute, like out of context. I don't know what happened,
Yeah.
but in between I'm missing stuff, but again like hello and
Yeah.
I have good news. Like if you don't notice, or if you're like curious about the progress of our project, like we built out the new website and it's live, like it's bigger and more open, and like flowers back to Trader Max and the system we built on, like that's possible with the thing. Like it went pretty quick, and uh, the difference from the old site to now is like
Oh my
yeah,
God.
we just reworked it and made it more lighter in terms of colors and everything. We're very happy, so I get a lot of good feedback.
Yes, this is
And
beautiful. I'm showing it on YouTube and TikTok right now. And here's the funny thing: they built this. He built this with himself and a network, but using our system to plan it out and push it all out and make this happen. This is beautiful, man. This is you've done a great job. I didn't see the finished version of it so just right now. This is beautiful. Nice work.
yeah, there's still like little things like extra stuff I'm working on, but
Hmm.
all in all, like we are still continuing our plan to get in contact with based influencers, like referring to the talks before. You need to make sure that you have like proper community behind, and you get that from basically the based communities. And this is like Shillers, which have a true brain, and not only about pump and dump, and I can see long-term visions, because then you also have the people around them following them, which also aren't like about a quick 10x or quick 100x, the pump and dump kind of crowd, which is very much everywhere in the meme space. And so we just focusing on putting work in, getting more utility to the token, and like polishing and yeah, vibing.
You have been, and here's a lot of things that a lot of people don't realize is when you're in a coin like this. This as a CTO, this as a CTO, right? But eventually, finally, because of like back on August 1st area, July 31st area, when all that nonsense was really happening back at the 30th of July, your true history from then on. It's right. It's not part of that whatever that dude was name was, right? Well, we won't even mention his name, but it's what you've done now. The culmination of who you are is not what happens to you. It's what you do from it from the time that it happens. That's who you are. And what this is a constant movement, right? You have moved up, you've got up to 106, you stay with that channel, things go up and down, but the process is constantly there's a small, it may be small, but it's still there, an inclined direction of up, right? An upward trending value. And that is powerful, especially in a CTO, because those CTOs that come up and go and they stay flatline means that they're not doing any work, right? And you've
True.
got to do the work. People have to see improvement. They can't listen to the sizzle all the time. They have to see the steak. They got to take a bite. They got to see the website. They got to see the new system. They got to see the rating channel. They got to see the build out. And your next steps here are even more powerful. Your white paper, everything else that you're doing, very, very powerful. I'm biased because I'm included, but you guys have done a great job, especially you and Geek and everybody else over there. Super, super job.
Yeah, thank you. Like, thanks. I think we are trying to do it right, and yeah, as you mentioned, like a lot of the charts have like um, ups and downs and ups and downs, and they go to a kind of flat line. But we have this also, but always with a little bit of higher floor, and that's
Hmm.
the here some people some people which like actually look at what we do and stay with us, and next steps are like to have like weekly AMAs where the thing is like on Twitter you cannot screen share, right? So I still have to figure out like how to record at the same time and everything, but we want to do like a weekly basically walk through the inner guts of Latte CTO, like
Hmm.
showing what we are up to, and yeah, informing our holders, because most of the people, yeah, they have to work or whatever. So we figured it's a good idea to have like a from the project inside update AMA kind of style,
Yeah.
for the people to have a easy digest, like what's Latte doing, so they can, yeah, stay in the project and let us do continue to work on it.
Yeah, outbound communication super powerful. Entertaining communication even more powerful. Back in the day of the radio networks that we had, I was doing shows live on YouTube. After about 6 months of using free conference call on the phone, and having, we hit 1,000 people one show, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't. There's just so many people. There was 27,000 people in that world of that radio network, and we were having these phone calls just to meet with people. Then we started doing webinars, and that didn't really work out. Then I just started going live and talking and showing people, and we got so much. And that entertainment communication is powerful. So don't dismiss emails. Fill them in all mediums. Fill them in emails. Fill them in text messages. Fill them in any way that you can do it. And if you got to be entertaining, and be honest with you, Latte, I wonder who knows how to do streaming in that process. I don't know. I mean, we'll find somebody. I don't know. So punch you in the head with that one. But yeah, we'll get you settled, buddy. I appreciate you. Thanks a lot for all your hard work, Latte. We really do appreciate you. I was showing the chart on it. You're in a great position right now. And everybody, all your follows over there are super awesome. Really do appreciate them.
Yeah, thank you for your help and the support and everything. And yeah, just shout out to all the guys here. And yeah, let's continue and move it up, whatever it is.
Yeah, Latte is a trusted vendor space over for Crypto Ronas. Has Crypto Ronas seal at the bottom as well. That we've checked them out. We've done the audit. We've looked who they are. We know all the players involved. We're vested in the program as well. So when you see that seal on any one of the programs, it means that we've done our homework here. This is not just a DYOR. You always do that anyway, right? But this has a seal of approval from Drew and I. Martin is also a part of that network. God, I just doxed you. I'm sorry, but that's it now. You're out there now. But we appreciate you being here today. All right, Drew, what do you got for us next? Who's up in the hot seat next?
I have a Spaces host who just came up to speak. What's going on, Web3 Warrior?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, almost got you. Almost got you.
Man, GM, everybody in the space. Let's fucking roll. I got on the old trainer marks from the T to the R to the A to the G to the E to the R to the M to the A to the X to the S. I'll see you on the co-host Andre Leos from the A to the N to the D to the R to the E to the W. I'll see you on the speaker roulette on Solana from the L to the A to the T to the T to the E. I see everybody in the listener session. I'm just your boy, Web3 Warrior, an hype man from the African community, man. I'm just passing by on X and I see this space. I just opt in here to show support, like to come up and listen to you guys. Shout out to you for giving me the speaker role. Shout out to everyone for coming up and listening. Thank you for having me here once again. I will mute my mic.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you. We're going to put you up into the jumbotron there. Thank you so much. We're always looking for other spaces to come and speak and be around to. Make sure that you check out the show. I just have some of the information up here. I don't have. Okay, there's a set reminder. I'll do that one up there. So you make sure that you check them out. Sounds very entertaining and fun. I appreciate you being here today. All right, Drew. I guess that was a quick one. That's powerful.
We there was one more project that I had talked to come and speak, but he's also on a call. It's work for your bags, so it's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Okay. Well, at this time, I think like if you have people that are here to flower the show, not every show is going to be a 4 or 5 hour show, but make sure that because we want to have at least 50 people get to the show to trigger the contest process, because we want to make sure that everybody is here. If you have some people, everybody who takes part in the contest, you're going to get requests to go over to Panther Pilot and get some free stuff over there. I want to be able to, be with the process and make sure that a lot of flowers that come on raid those projects in there. I'm seeing a lot of great projects in there right now coming over. We're getting some. We're going to have to make sure that we check this out. There's one from Shade, super powerful, but we haven't even heard from you, Shade. We got it from Louie. We want you to come out and talk at least. Let us know who you are and what you're doing. That's a great project to kind of get into. There's some big ones in here already. Louie's got 14 requests if you're watching on right now. 14 replies on that process. Are they even here today?
Max, wait, Shade is coming up. Hold up, 1 second.
There you go.
And also, work for your bags. Just send me a text. He's in here. So I'm trying.
Oh, he's in here. Right. Okay, cool.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Shade. Is it Shade?
Yeah.
Hey, man. How you doing, brother? Great work.
Good, bro. I think that we've got one scheduled with you maybe tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. That's probably too. That's cool, too. It's okay because we have like different crowds for Thursdays and Wednesdays. Every crowd's a little bit different. We do as many shows as well. But it looks like you got a cool little project going on here. And love the fact that you followed the rules in there, came up, replied, and had some people shilling. Great. Thank you so much.
Bro. Thanks for having us.
You want to give us a real quick rundown on what Louie is?
Yeah, I'll give a brief little rundown. So pretty much, we're Raccoon Token. We've got dogs. We've got cats. We're trying to be something different, something standalone. Mm-hmm. We're a CTO on Soul. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Perfect. Make sure you have a follow into us and that you shared the show as well. So we want to, especially the one for tomorrow, make sure you get it into your community and have them come out. So far, you're in the lead so far to get $100 a coin bought. Pretty cool. So you're in. Oh, I see. Okay. This is awesome.
Yeah, we've got a lot of coming. I'll let the speaker tomorrow. I'm just a community member coming to listen, see what your show's about.
Cool.
But the guy tomorrow will be a little bit more Savvy on the mic. He's a host that we have do all of our spaces for us.
Oh, cool. So you have your own spaces as well. Nice. Nice
He
having-
goes around and does a bunch of them.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, he goes out and he shills out for
Right.
the. Okay, cool,
Exactly.
cool, cool. I love the raccoon and the rocket pajamas. I love that one. That one's good. I'm digging that. So how's stuff going for you over there at Louis?
Everything's going smooth. Everything's going as planned. We've got a lot lined up. We've got a market maker set up for the future. Volume bot being made specifically for us.
Sweet.
Yeah, big things coming. Market sentiment's down a little bit, so we took a little bit of a hit yesterday, but we're back up about 50% on the 24 hours, which is good.
Looking for the websites. Let me see.
I think it's Louis. Let me find it for you 1 second.
This is pretty cool. I mean, again, cats, dogs, everything that's out there. I love the raccoon mentality in it. Little forest animals, pretty cool.
Yeah, the way that we were looking at it is raccoons don't have a ceiling yet. For your cat tokens, there's always a maximum. There's always the head cat token in charge.
Right.
There's dog's token, you got the same exact thing. Raccoon, there's really no limit yet. Like, we could be that $1 billion market cap token as long as we keep working at it.
Absolutely. And I'm seeing that. Okay, there we go. I have the main Twitter account now. Good. Oh, loving the website. Nice big cartoony, beautiful. Great work. Meme generator, everything. Nice job.
Meme generator. Thanks.
Loving it. We're going to go over to the chart and have a look at the chart because we love looking at charts on new coins. What is your age here? What do you got?
Hey, Max.
Yeah, bud.
Just to shortly cut in, that guy who was speaking before, his
Right.
account is gone, and he's still up here.
His what?
His look, just click on his Twitter account. That guy who just talked.
Right.
Web3. If you click on his account, he just got banned.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
Oh, the host of the Mostest?
Yeah, that guy who came up here and he was hype, but I don't know how to get him down. It's not letting me put him down.
Oh no, that is well. I don't see him anymore in the system here.
Okay, my phone is probably just tripping out.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he got the hostess with the mostest is floating down the river now. So, but yeah, this coin's pretty cool. I like it. You have some great opportunities in here.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Sitting at Jesus Christ, you're sitting at 692 market cap. Nice work, super powerful. You have a retracement bottom. Oh my God, this is nice, beautiful chart.
Thank you.
Good transactions.
Worked hard
for
on
me.
that.
Yeah. There's a lot of good work about to happen in here with this, and I love the meme. I love the process. Make sure that everybody's do your own research, but we're going to be reaching out to you as well to start looking at how we can help develop and build up some more of your stuff in there.
Awesome.
Like I said, we own the marketing firms and the networks as well, and we're giving stuff out just to kind of build relationship with everybody. Beautiful coin, beautiful roan. All right, dude. Thanks a lot. I can't wait to really get the whole thing tomorrow. But you did a great job. You should be proud of yourself, even being part
Thanks,
of the community, man. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, Drew. Who's up next? Work for your bags, I think, right? Something like that.
Yeah. So he said he was in here.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah, there you go, man. How you doing?
No, I've been here.
Okay.
How's everyone doing?
Doing well.
Well, it's the first time tuning into the show. This is great stuff.
Oh, thank you.
So we are Work for Your Bags. Started as a meme coin initially. It's kind of evolved into what I would call a culture coin. You know, memes are heavy on the narrative, heavy on community. For us, we're looking at sort of layering in a values sort of led proposition here. That's what I think makes an actual culture coin. We were talking earlier about the amount of rugs in this space. We, of course, like most projects here, are a CTO. We started End of April, it was a work for your bags coin. It's actually like on a different contract. So what you're looking at when you see our chart is only half of our sort of history. But the coin was a Cabal coin, had about 24 KOLs behind it, pumped up to about $1 million. And then I think it was just sniped and bundled. So very quickly rugged back down to about 10K. Now, I've been in this space. This is my second cycle. I've been rugged more times than I care to think about. This was kind of the last straw for me. I was about to sort of nope my way out of the Telegram into the next probable rug, but I sort of decided I was going to just go for it, and CTO it myself.
So you're the CTO lead here in the.
I'm actually. So my main Twitter is in the room. It's OX Basic, but I'm the CTO lead. Yeah.
Cool.
So we kind of restarted everything. We rebranded it. If you go to Twitter, you look at Work for Your Bags. That's the old branding behind it. It was very kind of lazy, obviously sort of thrown together at the last minute just as a quick pump and dump. But we rebranded everything, built a new website, built a new Twitter, obviously new socials. And we're trying to kind of layer in a mission here. So as I said, the difference between a meme coin and a culture coin is that value set. And we're looking at treating this as we still want to have fun. We still want to meme on Work for Your Bags, and it is a very kind of meta meme. It's not a dog or a cat or any kind of animal. It's something that everybody across every blockchain does. We're always out there shilling and working to pump up our bags, so it's relatable. But we're looking at building an online resource hub for onboarding into the space. Now, a lot of people talk about onboarding as far as the technical aspects, but there's not much talk about, say, like the more ethical aspects. There's this talk between PvP versus PPP, the player versus player mentality, where the next person in the coin is the next person that gets dumped on by people there before. Just exit liquidity. We are big proponents of the whole PPP, or player pump player mentality.
I like that one. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, it's so Meow from Jupiter put out a blog article on this a while back, and it's starting to slowly kind of pick up speed. This idea that we don't always have to sort of dump on each other. We can build communities. We can respect the chart. We can, DCA in and out rather than just dumping on people. So we're really kind of trying to create this 101 crypto onboarding space. We've got videos we're producing. We've got blog posts. We're doing promos every month. Last month we did a liquidity promotion where we taught people how to supply liquidity. We created a farm at Radium, and we actually gave away a Ledger Flex for whoever kept their liquidity in for the whole month.
Wow.
This month we're doing a Reddit engagement or shilling promotion. The more people that obviously bring people in from Reddit, they also get rewarded. For building that educational space, but also sort of trying to create that sort of ethical, open-minded, like I said, PPP approach to crypto.
That's amazing. Yeah. And that's the tough part. I love the fact that it's a culture coin. I don't even thought about classifying what Crypto Ronins is going to be. I think Crypto Ronins is that same mentality of education and value and honor and righteousness. When we release our coin here in a couple of weeks, I think that's the coin we're going to use, is the mentality of the culture coin, instead of just like the meme style, fly by the seat of your pants. Sit back down and do the work.
Right. Yep.
Well, we're a big proponent. I think we're a big fan of Work for Your Bag now. I really like what I see in the website and the system over there. So we're going to be checking it out over the next week or so as we build out our portfolio as well. We'd like to have you on board. Great.
Okay, I'd love to chat more about how we can collab. I also come from the marketing world too. That's my real job is marketing heavy. So
cool.
We're in the above the line marketing phase right now, trying to get out there as much as possible.
Yeah, that's the tough one, is like once you get your system set and you got reoccurring network solutions going on in that marketing world, it's tough to just be rolling around and trying to tell everybody what to do in like a DOA kind of mentality. Like, all right, we want to do this. Who's ever going to do it? Go do it. We deal with a few people that are like that and just they're very reactive in marketing instead of being proactive. And I think now that you're at that proactive stage where you're pushing into the drive of spaces you're going to and regularly going into different networks and collabs. Those are the biggest marketing processes. In education, another big one. Doing these shows, having a show yourself, those things That's where the real power is.
Yeah, our focus right now is really trying to build community as much as possible. I'm not really looking so much at price action, market cap, all that stuff. We focus a bit on that early on because I think
Hmm.
that's what's popular. That's what people sort of glom on too quickly.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm taking a step back from that. We played the volume bot game. We played the KOL game. We got rugged by 4 out of our 6 KOLs.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah, we've gone through all that, and
Yeah.
I'm taking a step back and realizing that's kind of the system we want to break out of. We want to push people away from, and into something that's a little bit more sustainable. It's more of kind of a ground up qualitative approach to just community building.
Hmm.
So, if you look at our chart, we had a big dump yesterday, but we had a big pump the day before. So it was just a whale that came in, dropped 2 clips, and then dumped it the next day. And that's the kind of stuff we're trying to teach people to avoid doing. To
Right.
avoid doing that to charts, to avoid getting involved with your community, and respecting each other and how you trade and how you interact.
Well, that's the tough part. Is most people, the whales, they can't be taught. They know what they're doing. They know they don't give a fuck. The DCA out, it takes work for them, right? In that mentality, they're in and
Right,
out and
right.
be done. The normies that are coming over, they don't know any different. The people that are in, they're just holding their bags. There's like 12 different types of classifications of traders nowadays. So in that mentality is like, how do you keep the relationship of emotion out of trading while still making money? Being an investor, that's being an investor and being a trader are two different things. The mentality of work level is different. But
Right.
being an investor and a working investor, two different things again. So, like I said, there's like 12 different classifications of trader. Which one are you? And once you find that out and how to organize them and put them in the right spaces, you're not going to have the swing trader, which I called a swinger earlier on a different show. You're not going to have the swing trader sitting next to the bag investor who's not really working anything, because they're two different mentalities. So being able to, how do you communicate them, how do you direct them, and how do you move them through your space is just as important as whereas your marketing is, interior
Right.
marketing, if you will. So I'm
Yeah,
glad that you're building
inspiring
your
and
community.
leading.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I,
and this community at this point is absolutely bulletproof. We've been through so much. We actually migrated our token over to a new contract address because the original token had a mutable metadata.
oh,
So the old dev could have come in and changed whatever you wanted in terms of the name of the token,
hmm
the PFP on it. So we have been through everything you could throw at this coin, and we're still going. It's all
I,
about the grind.
I,
Just working for your bags, head down, power through every day.
absolutely. People should go have a look at workforyourbags.lol. On the glossary page, there's a nice little temporal system in there that you can just go down and it says, what is a bag holder? What is base? What does bear trap mean? Having an idea what the slang is and the meta is for what's a lot in there is awesome. I love that you have this. This is something we've incorporated in our mentality as well. So powerful stuff in. Make sure that you have it look at work. Do your own research, of course, but we're going to give a quick seal. We're going to do a coin intro to this coin here later on today, and we'll send that out to you on our YouTube channel.
Great. Well, I appreciate the time, and I'm looking forward to actually popping in again. This is 3 times a week, regular schedule. Love it. Would happy to come back on the show again.
Yeah, we're hitting 5 times a week there right now, but yeah, absolutely,
Oh,
because
nice.
we were doing it was like Andrew and I, we have like this little competition and getting our viewers up and do all that stuff. We don't use bots or anything else. It's all organic. But I've been doing this a really long time, and Andrew is such a hard worker. And I hate the fact that it says co-host on there, but we're even split. He is such a great partner for me in this network, and always have had that respect for him. But yeah, we decided to go 5 days a week. Everybody's like, "You're burning yourself out, man." I've done maybe 30,000 radio shows in my lifetime. I'm not burning out. I get off on this kind of stuff. I love being in front of you guys and talking about all your stuff that you're building in there, man. I'm proud of everybody that's here and coming out. So, the more the better. Let's go.
All right. Well, thank
Thanks,
you very
man.
much for having us.
We appreciate you. You're welcome here anytime.
All right. Cheers.
All right, Drew, what do we got next? Who we got in the punch here? Because we're climbing up on the ladder, we're climbing back up, and then we fall back down here. But we're getting there.
Well, first things first, always work for your bags, man. That is such a great theme. But also, someone we have in the audience who I'm trying to get up here, he hasn't accepted it yet, is Beans and Bologna.
Chicken macaroni.
No,
go.
Max.
No, I know. I'm just messing.
I don't know if you've seen this meme, but bro, it was so funny. It's some guy. He went to a gas station, and then he starts to sing about some girl who left him or something. He's like, "Please come home. I got
I
beans
got to go
and
find it and put it on there
bologna."
now. Oh wait, yeah, I did hear about this. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. Too funny. I'm loving the PFPs today. There's a lot of good stuff in here. All right. Do we got anybody else that's up and ready, or do we want to just go ahead and start talking about some of the ending stuff and maybe push into the looking at the who may have won? I was trying to get to a 50 at least today, but we did get pretty close for a little while, but then we kind of pulled back. Um,
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to see if they want to come up and speak because this guy, he's also helped helped me meet like 4 or 5 like really solid projects that ended up knowing 20 other projects. But wait,
well, yeah.
here he is. He's coming up now. One
All
second.
right. Cool, man. You there, bud?
Yeah, spaces are loading right now.
Oh no.
All right. What's going on, beans and bologna?
Beans and bologna. What's up, guys?
How you doing? Good to
How
have
you
you
doing,
here.
guys? Loving the show, guys, and working for your bags is amazing. And I see Andrew grinding his ass off, man. That's good to see, man.
Oh
That's
yeah,
how it's supposed to be, right? That's
absolutely.
how it's supposed to be. Yeah, with beans and bologna, I didn't know if we were on today or Friday yeah, I
Hey,
remember anymore, man. I've been sick for a couple of days, but that's okay. We're beans and bologna, man. We launched in May from a launch pad. We got viciously dumped, so we went completely dark to avoid any pump and dump situations, or swing trading or things like that. And we've been actually building since then. That we started outreach a day or 5 ago, I think. We started with a video from Shaka, bro, and are really pushing now. And our narrative is really about the darkness in humankind. Everywhere is beauty to be found and talent, and you can see it perfectly at a poster boy from Beans and Bologna. And that's what we want to raise some awareness, man. We actually have a big charity aspect. We do 20% of all revenue goes directly to charity, and 10% goes to the community so they can push their own way. And 20% goes into actions and burn backs and buybacks and burns and things like that. And yeah, we're really on the grind, man.
awesome.
We actually donated last week. Well, it turned out to be 23.5K on clothing and gear and backpacks and ponchos to the Salvation Army, and we have a video online for that. And
You
that's
donated
that's really to
20K. You
show.
donate 20K to
Yes,
the
yes,
Salvation
yes.
Army.
Because what I done is we have the coin, we have the
Hmm.
token, and on the token there's a big product site. So we have a storefront, and we're actually gonna launch a children's book series to
Wow.
raise some awareness at a young age. And all the when you do something like that, you have to connect it to a real world business. That's how the world works. It's text, all text. So I connected it to my real world brand. I have an old brand in extreme sports gear, and I decided to donate the complete collection of last year to
Wow.
the Salvation Army in name of Beans and Bologna.
Oh wow. I'm on your
And
Twitter
to
space. I'm on
think
your
that
Twitter. I'm on your Twitter right now. I'm seeing like there's Roaring Kitty WTF, or is that's not the
yeah,
website
yeah,
though?
for sure. That's one of the projects I was in. We always help projects.
Cool.
That's where we actually started. The whole team, I think, started there. And we connected with Roaring Kitty. That was the first project we pushed as a group.
Hmm.
And after that, after we left that a bit, we all scattered, but we all connected every day. Every day we come together, did VCs and chilled out, and we started a DAO from where we help push, revive, launch, you name it, projects.
Right,
So
right, right.
when you help a lot of projects as a community, you tend to run to zero, easy like that. It's
Oh, of
all
course.
moon or zero. That's the attitude we have, and we always ran to zero. So we had enough of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So so we actually started a DAO so we can help each other pushing projects, and then there comes a point that you need to launch yourself, man. That's almost mandatory. You get to the point in life you want more in this game, and for me that was actually launching a project. We got the possibility to launch on the MaxBit project. That's called Cecil Crew, and they're amazing, man. That's a hardworking team, and so we were one of the first that get the opportunity to launch from that launch pad, and from there out we moved on. So we launched Beans and Bologna. We got dumped and went stealth for a couple months, and now we're pushing and pushing hard.
So now you're back. So it dumped out, rugged out, and now you're back into the mentality of let's go. Beans and bologna are back in the case.
Let's go. It's
Okay.
ready.
All
You
right.
know, we really have to. You know, it's a different way of building a project. Normally, you launch and you have a big ass fight to keep your market cap up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you launch at 70K or something from a launch pad, and you're always fighting to keep that market cap up, and that takes a lot of time. You know, so we really had the
Absolutely.
time to sit down with the team. We have a team of 10 people, all creative as fuck and very hard pushing, and we really had the time to sit down from what are we gonna do. You know, normally you walk away with a launch pad when something happens like that, but that's not in our nature, man. we
Yeah.
we create, we build. When we create something, it's our baby. You know, it's we're all artists, musicians, you name it. When we create, it's our baby, and we couldn't walk away. So we really had the time to sit down for what are we going to do with this. What we love the meme, you know, we love the angle we have,
Mm-hmm.
and we really started thinking for what are we going to build. So first was on the agenda, we built staking. We have the possibility to do normal staking through the website.
Mm-hmm.
You can stake the coins, and it's 0.005 per coin per day on revenue. And we built the ecosystem farm, so people that put in liquidity can stake that also with a big API. It's a flexible API when you do an ecosystem farm, and we have pay to rate and things like that, and the storefront is ready, and yeah, we really had the time to build, and that's I think a better way.
Yeah, most definitely, because you have a product, you have a value, you have utility, you have a little bit of everything. I appreciate your time
Yeah,
today. Um, Especially everybody do your own research, and the process here is that if you find a relationship with Beans and Bologna and the rest of the crew there, this will be something we're going to be doing some of our work and doing an audit and having a look, see about how we can help and be along, man. But thanks a lot for coming out today. Come out
yeah, for
anytime,
sure. I,
and
I just wanted to I wanted to mention something. The guy before me talked about the immutable contract. And we had the same problem where you get out of a launchpad, and it doesn't matter which launchpad you come from, Pump.fun or whatever, you always have the problem of an immutable contract. But there
Mhm.
are services like Smitty Tools, they have the option to adjust your contract. So our contract is completely clean. It's the freeze authority is gone. The immutable is gone. We actually updated the socials and the logo a little bit sharper. So there are services you can utilize, and it's pretty cheap. It's a point 4 sol or something to completely shut down the
Yeah, yeah.
contract. And everybody that come off a launchpad, take an eye on that, man.
That's perfect. Great advice. Only advice that I have is like on your profile here, if you could put something in like a little, because I think you have a link tree or something in there as well. When you're coming in and doing like beans and bologna, so people can hover over your name and find it. It took me a
Yeah,
couple minutes to find it, so just make sure when you come to Shill, have like something ready there, or put something up on the jumbotron that can,
very cool, man.
so keep that in mind for next time. All right,
Good
everybody,
advice. Thank you, man.
you're welcome, my man. You're always welcome. Drew, what do you got next? Is that three, or do you want to? We got some more people.
Yeah, I think that was three, but also I think that's one of the last projects I see in here. But yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I stumbled upon this project, and you can also see OG Hood in the audience. His name's Franco in the TG. I was talking to him, and he showed me so many great projects and told me about what they're doing at the with Salvation Army and sending them $23,000 for charity. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that
And
is amazing. That is
I
amazing.
mean, if they just continue to do what they're doing on top of like having a great meme that they have, like when that meme first came out, it was huge, man,
Yeah, it was
and I
everywhere.
loved it because was a guy, he goes to a gas station and he's just like pouring out his heart and soul and singing. But yeah,
Well, also, so about the giveaway today, we really did want to hit 50 people in the space. That's what would trigger the winning. But you know what? I didn't really have a chance to put that out prior to, and there was a lot of people that came in. I'm going to go down just a quick list here and look at everybody that replied to the show. Louis replied to the show, and 18 of his people came back and did a reply. Great job, Louis. 8 for work for your bag. Nice work. ones and twos and threes in here. Perfect. Great job. Everybody who came back and did so, I want you to head over to pantherpilot.com, put your information in there, and receive a free system over there. And as if it's something you can utilize, please let us know. We're going to have some training and other things in there. But I'm going to declare the winner as Louie right now. We'll be in touch with Shade and Louie and all those guys over. We're going to head over to their Telegram and purchase $100 worth of their coin. And I think at this point, what we should do, Drew, we'll have to talk about whether or not it's a giveaway or it's a burn. What do you think it should be, buddy?
I think if it's the project who won, they get to choose if they want us to burn it or give that to some of the people in their community.
Yeah, so Shade, if you're still here, if you want to come out and tell us, what do you think we should do? Should we give it a burn or give it away?
Burn it.
There you go, baby. I love that answer. That is amazing. You got it. I'm going to do a video of it where we're going to buy the coin and we're going to burn that for Louie, helping. I know it's only $100, but you know what? At your market cap, that's still pretty good at the level of, giving that to somebody or putting it out to the burn, which is awesome. Builds up that liquidity pool. Nice work. We appreciate everything you've done. We hope that you use it. Thanks a lot for partaking in that process. We're going to end out here with just a quick shill. Andrew, is there anything lastly you would like to say?
Man, hats off to all the projects that showed up. I mean, I've reached out to pretty much all of the projects in here, and some of these projects have a voice chat. I've talked to you, and just keep on pushing hard, keep on being honest, because that's what this space needs more of. More honest people who work hard and who want to come together and help each other out, and projects like these who are showing up day in and day out, putting in the work, honest, helping each other out. Like, this is going to help to onboard a lot more people into the on-chain space, not just, on the big exchanges, but once they get into the on-chain Solana, on-chain Base, on-chain Tron, like once they get here, what do they do next? And if we have projects who are trying to help them, then their first experience might be positive,
Most definitely. As far as my ending statements for today, it's really about your commitment as coin owners and shillers and everybody here who's in the show, taking your time and your effort. That's part of your work for your bag mentality, which we appreciate. Everybody that's come out and had a chance to speak today, we've done an about 2-hour show, an hour and a half show here, which is awesome. We're brand new to this space. We're about 3 weeks old total. 2 weeks of doing spaces. Drew and I, whether or not we do 5 days a week or 3 days a week but we're always going to be consistent. We'll always be at that 1 o'clock time frame. We want to invite as many people to the process as possible, but also, as the understanding goes, there's a lot of bad actors in the spaces that we have seen. We want to create a space that you can come to and always feel that you're welcome. Whether or not we believe 100% in the mechanics of your coin is irrelevant. It's not my choice to judge you in a way, but to audit and do my own research. Everybody here, if you hear a coin that you like and it's degen enough, you get it. Like, there's some coins that I wouldn't buy in because morally I don't really like the mentality behind it, or like maybe where it's going. But I will always appreciate the grind. I will always appreciate the hard work that you put in to that coin. For those just set and forgetters, that's up to you. That's a whole new way of doing stuff. But for me, I want to have all my systems in a row before I launch. With CryptoRonins.com, the work center over there is going to take a little bit of a change. We're going to be putting some new websites and systems on. With PantherPilot.com, the same thing. You got to grow into the space that you're building in. We're going to get more of a crypto feel over there rather than a business feel. Just so we can have some fun. The community for Panther Pilot is going to be huge inside the system, as well as the Crypto Ronins community. Probably going to be one and the same. We're not sure yet. We're still dealing with that process. When our coin releases here in about 2 weeks, it's a very special coin that is going to be that culture coin. Thanks a lot for the coin of that phrase. And it's going to be a gateway coin as well for you to be able to have to receive profits back from a lot of things that we're going to be doing. And there's going to be a lot. We have a DApps program we're releasing, our volume bot here soon, with a few other things that we'll be releasing very soon after that. We don't talk about anything that we're not physically building at the moment. So, but in the future of having launch pads and things like that, that's all in our future. And because of who we are and the team that we have a solid 5 founder team. And then beyond that is another 20 that's behind us. So there's a leadership value, there's a movement value of the higher tier holders. The whales that are within our network, that will be in our network, are in that second branch. So the real strength of the coin and what we're building, this market value we're building, is within a soul of who we all are. And as you can hear in these shows with Drew and I, there's hard work, there's value, there's building, there's technique, there's compassion. That's a big one too. You got to have compassion. But you also have to have the availability to act on the things you say you're going to build. You can sell the sizzle, but you better provide the steak. And if you don't, be prepared for the consequence, which is a slow drift down. And that's tough. But for all of you that are here today, thanks a lot for supporting the show. Thanks and congratulations to Shade and the Louis Coin for providing the most people in. That's what it's all about. We appreciate you. Everybody else, you got a great day. We're going to play some theme music on the way out, and so we can stop the spaces. We're also providing simulcasts over on YouTube. You can check out my profile for the YouTube address, as well as TikTok. A unique process. We're also recording this, and we'll be cutting up the shills that happened today and trying to send them out to everybody as soon as possible. Everybody have a great day. I'm Trader Max, and with Drew and I, really appreciate you being here today. Make sure that you share the show afterwards so others can listen. Follow Drew and I, and make sure that you share our future spaces, which will be up in about a half hour after this show. Keep in mind, PantherPilot.com is a free service for now, but we're building partnerships. CryptoRonins.com is a place you can go learn about different systems inside the network. So please take a chance to join there and join the community. We'll also have our Telegram group up here very soon for Crypto Ronins. Remember, in the world of crypto, we're all in it together. Have a great day, have fun, and trade well. I'm Trader Max, and with my buddy Drew, we're taking these spaces over. Have a great day, and see you next time. Beans and bologna. Got that stupid song stuck in my head.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna.
I need a latte. All right, you motherfuckers have a great day. We love you all. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. as well as Friday. Take care. Love you all. And as always, live well. Thanks, everybody, for watching over on YouTube, and everybody else. We appreciate you. We love the fact that you were here with us the entire time. Whoever was in there, thank you so much. And you two over at TikTok, super, super awesome. Very bullish over there. You guys have a great day. I'm Trader Max. This has been Crypto Ronin's show, The Mad Show. And as always,